I have fear on this one, so... I'm pretty sure we win this. Okay. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another educational video. Today we're going to be playing Vex versus Viktor. Runes and items will be flashing on the screen for your perusal. But this is a matchup that I've played a few times, and while it is slightly Vex favored in win rate in the mid to late game, Viktor's a really great scaling champion, and he's a really strong laning phase against Vex. So I'm just going to consider playing very passively this game because we do have a Vayne top, and we have a Viego, which are both like pretty good scaling champions. But when he gives us free trades like that, especially, I think he started E, which is why he's playing like this, yeah. So Viktor hardcore wins level 1 if he starts Q, because he can mitigate most of your damage. So now that he's level 2, he has access to that. But if you know that he starts E, then that's really free realm to just auto as much as you want. Now he's currently missing a skill, which is why we're playing super aggro here. We are face tanking like 600 minions, which is a big L. But knowing that he has used one of his skills means that he only has half of the DPS available. But once again, the minions are actually a ton of damage, which is why we kind of lost that trade. But this is going to be a pretty interesting gank here, so I do have fear built up. And it's pretty much, yeah, it's just straight up a kill. So this is a really good pathing from Viego. So junglers, it's really important to fluctuate your gank route based on the lanes. So he skips a camp, but it ultimately means nothing because you'll be able to farm his camps anyways before Skull spawns. And then it's going to be TP coming in from Viktor. And there's a world here where I could have actually rotated topside with Viego. But looks like he's actually going to get quite a bit here, maybe. My personal goal is to push this wave in and find a reset to spend the money that I just earned from killing Viktor. Obviously, it's not a lot, but I would like to go grab a probably Dark Seal. Now, the thing, if I go Dark Seal this game, is I have to be 2v2ing with my Viego, and I don't really feel like I can do that into a Viktor. And he didn't really burn Flash, so I think it might be more consistent for me to go something like Boots Amp Tome over that. Because that way, at least I'm building my way towards the Lost Chapter. So I'm going to go and do that. I do see a lot of people in matchups like these go D-Ring for extra combat stats, just to like force 1v1s. And you'll probably be asking like, why did you take Ignite? I meant to take TP into this matchup. But it does mean we have really strong 2v2, especially with Viego being 3-0 already. Now, I need to push this wave out so I can actually rotate here, but looks like most of my lanes are winning, which is great. But it sucks for me to push this wave. I kind of have to do it because it's going to slow push anyways. But he's going to lose nothing for recalling since it is a cannon wave. Cannon wave absorbs a lot of the damage here. And wow, Evelyn's actually bottom. And I think we're actually just going to go and defend Skull. Nope, never mind. Skull's gone already. It's more important for me to crash this wave at this point, then. Now, unfortunately, because I'm spamming W on the wave, I'm burning for a shit ton of mana. And we don't have as much mana restore since we're not running Biscuit Delivery or anything like that. There's no way Evelyn's there. We're just going to let this push back into us. With this positional power, it's going to slow push to me, and then I have a gank set up. So I'm just going to ping once, show that there is interest in a gank happening. Looks like I'm actually being flanked here by Evelyn. She just did blue for the first time. That is interesting at 5 minutes. We knew that guy was walking up for the minions, so I just traded on that timer. It's called a last hit window. It's a concept we've talked about a few times, and also in my prior videos, which is what a last hit window is and how to capitalize on it. Wow, that sucks. I ended up losing like 3 minions there. I'd even pop the auto. Alright, we're just gonna go back and we're just gonna buy straight combat stats, honestly. Amp Tome and a Dark Seal. This is gonna push back into us though since we crashed the wave, which means that we do have a gank timer set up. But I really want a 2v2 with my Viego right now because this Evelyn is like super squishy. So something we can consider doing is hard pushing the wave, grabbing a ward on Raptors, and then just ulting in on her when she's doing her jungle clear. Because Evelyn clear isn't that great early on. It's pretty decent after the first reset, which she's already done, but to be inconsistent. Let's go grab a ward then. Alright, we know the raptors are gone, which means she's either on bot side of the map or on Krugs. He's super close to being out of mana, so I'm just going to play very aggressive here. If he wants to take this minion from me, he's got to either E-max range or walk up for it. If he wants this one, he's got to walk up for it. So he just loses that minion for free because we're using our pressure properly. Alright, we know where Evelyn is. She was just on her red buff. Man, losing cannons is like a mid pastime, honestly. Alright. We probably do win this, honestly. Hopefully the Ignite kills her, because it'll reset my ult. Does not look like it. That sucks. Oh, they all actually live here. It's really bad for us. I guess it makes sense that Karma would live, because she's got shield on repeat. I think it would have been actually really good if Viego had fought it from pit. I don't know how low he was at the start of it, though. He does have ultimate here, so I think he actually just kills. Just kidding. I'm not too worried about getting engaged on here, because they are super low. It's a pretty shit recall spot, though. But so far, we've basically done pretty much nothing, honestly. We've just gone even in lane. We got Viego snowballed off an early first blood. We haven't really been able to find many roam opportunities because our wave clear has been a little bit lackluster this game. And we optimized for damage, and we didn't win that team fight off a pretty unlucky team fight, so... Had we won that dragon fight, I feel like this game would pretty much be over. But even if we have a roam timer right now with no ultimate, it's really sketch to do it. But grabbing first Rift Child is going to give us a lot of gold on mid or top side. I just need them to chill, honestly. Like, I know it's a Draven lane, it's a Sivir Karma, but... Playing around Viego is pretty much the easiest way to win this game. And I am technically playing a scaling build, since I am running Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm. Which is going to give me a lot extra AP in the mid to late game. It looks like they just straight up killed him. Nice. Yeah, how many times do we have to place this pink ward? Goddamn. This guy is pretty free, honestly. I have ult. I just need Viego to come here. I don't have enough damage to kill him by myself. Yeah, just leave them. You're not... This is not a gank route that's doable. There's no way you can do it from in lane. Alright, I'm coming top lane, though. We have pretty decent vision of this, so I feel comfortable doing it. It's a really early engage. Alright, and that's a free kill. I'm just going to go and reset here and let her grab the wave. I'm going to end up losing pretty much 105 gold mid in exchange for 300 top. Which is pretty much worth it, honestly. Grab a pink ward, and unfortunately we're not level 9 so we can't swap the blue trinket, but... Really hope they don't die here. Good flash. But it's really good that we put the Vayne ahead, because it's really hard for a Zero to play. Not a Zero, sorry, Aatrox to play into a ranged top laner. As we all know, top lane mains hate ranged tops. 2v1ing though with Tom Kinschmidt is definitely not the play. And it's going to be Viktor TP as well. We just want to find an opportunity to use Herald. This Viktor is actually so out of position. But he started pathing towards bot side instead because he just looks at his screen. Because I leaned up on the top side to push him towards this way. And he had walked into this, which is not warded, as we know. But probably is, because they've been spending like 9 players here. But I'm kind of waiting on my ultimate to come back up. Man, it really sucks when you lose those HP or minions with 1 health. Dragon spawns in 22 though, so I'd really like to fight around this. And actually, I'm totally down for this play. We could totally just rotate for a 4v2. Like, tower diving here is not bad. But that's a really early rift drop. Or he just used all of his skills. I think he dies because he flashes. He literally killed himself by giving me a Doom proc. That is so unlucky. That's really, really bad for him. But the moment he used QE on the minion wave like that, we know the only thing he has is W and R, so there's no way he can kill us there. So we just go in full all in him. And him being already low HP, like 70 or 80%, helps a lot with finding that damage there. It's a bit of a risky one, but even if we get his flash there, flash is a 5-minute cooldown, your ult's a 2-minute cooldown. So it's always worth it to trade ult for flash, because it sets up more gameplay options for your jungle, your support, and for yourself. So don't be afraid to just use your ultimate to create pressure, because if you just let him sit in lane with flash the entire time and you're afraid to take that advantage, then you're getting nothing done either way. So you want to create those opportunities by just trading cooldowns for cooldowns sometimes. We do know where Evelyn is, though. And I feel like this is something I can roam to in time. Probably should have saved the control word for Tribush here. I don't know if they know that I'm here. Nice. That's really good for us. I kind of assumed that Evelyn was still under the tower, so I just cut her off with Viego. Well, I really, really need this. I'm like super close, 50 gold. We should just take the tower here. 400 G in the pocket. And we could probably push one more wave since Aatrox is still dead. I don't know if Evelyn can actually kill me by herself if I have Fear up. So it's pretty much a free another wave, and then we can just reset back into mid lane. But this game, we can one-shot Karma, we can one-shot Evelyn, Sivir, if they don't spell shield properly, or Invuln. I think Everfrost is going to be much more consistent, but I enjoy Ludens gameplay because it's more fun, so I'm just going to go Ludens instead. And the goal here is just really to find them before they're able to react, because if I ult in from Fog of War, if I lead with W, there's really no way they can time it out. Yeah, so that's the biggest concern when you're playing against an Evelyn, is that that's exactly what they'll do every time you ult in like that. It's pretty fucking annoying, but if they fail the reaction test, then they lose it, so. I have Fear on this one, so I'm pretty sure we win this. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go bottom. It's a really good team fight for us. And I probably wasted my Ignite on Aatrox. So now that I think about it, he doesn't have Gore Drinker yet, so I could have saved it for that after fight. We do have enough gold for Mejai's. We also have enough gold for Shadowflame components. They're not able to itemize magic resist easily because they have a lot of carry champions, so. And especially with Sivir build, the only person you can really build MR here is Aatrox and the Karma. So having the 10 to 20 magic pin from Shadowflame is going to give me an extra like 20 to 30% damage for free. So it's a really, really good game for us. And honestly, this is kind of the game where you would go Mejai's. The only reason why I'm not going Mejai's is I just used Flash, so I'm a bit vulnerable playing into a champion like Evelyn who could technically one-shot me. So I'm just going to play it safe here and go for scaling items instead. And you got to remember that we're running Absolute Focus Gathering Storm, so we have a lot higher AP threshold than we normally would. Man, he has Q2 augment, I didn't realize. He gets the extra move speed from landing Q, so ends up just wasting an 80-second cooldown. And that's really bad, because if we go side lane here and we ever get engaged on by Evelynn, we have to have ultimate for the execute. And I'm also using it right before Dragon. Yeah, I'm probably getting rotated on right now, especially because I don't have defensive wards. But I want to go and hit this Scryer and see if they're in position already. 51. And then Viktor's teleporting top. I actually missed that, but we did burn the flash off of it, which is pretty good. Okay, well, I'm gone. See you guys. That's literally my entire health bar. My bad. The fuck is that damage, though? How is it warded if it's... Okay, well... Yeah, I'm surprised Sivir Q is doing 700 damage, I'll be honest. I just gave her a 500 gold shutdown so I could recall in a bush. Game's not even that bad, actually. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. How does he not die to that? He just flashes my Q. And of course my projectile speed is apparently piss low until it goes into hyper form. We're getting a lot done bot side, so even if we just hold them here, we're accomplishing something. Just wait for our Vayne. He's healing so much, though. And I mean, really, we should be getting mid tower here, but he's not pushing the wave that well. Two mid, one top, have one invisible. He wants to use Rift Child here, I think, so that's the only reason why I'm staying right now. With Draven forced out of mid lane. Karma Exhaust, not bad. There's no Viktor flash. I've seen 136 gold for this shadowflame. And then that's when the game gets really, really easy for us. And it's better for me to just go and dry reset here. Whoops. I fucked up. We do a ton of damage, though. If I had landed that ult, this fight would have been a lot cleaner, but we do end up getting most of them anyways. Yeah, let's just bounce, guys. We have 2 minutes on Dragon. I have a lot of money that I'd like to spend. Getting Shadowflame here just gives me a lot more damage potential. And we're going to go and buy the stopwatch as well, and this is what's really going to make or break this game, is being comfortable throwing ourselves into their backline like that. Because my biggest concern is if I jump in and they spell shield it, or shield into exhaust or Evelynn ult, that I might just instantly die on the engage. But if I'm able to survive and create time for Draven Vayne to auto, then we do just win off of that as well. It seems really out of position here, but we gotta remember there's an Evelynn in this game. We're kind of waiting on my ult cooldown. This guy has no flash. We got the fear, that's awesome. But this guy has no flash, so if we keep waiting on our ult, we'll just land it. What the fuck is that move speed? Shirelia's plus E? Wow. I even waited for him to use his Q for the move speed. I got a lot of damage off that E, though. And since we have Rift Child, we should be able to take this tower and probably the next one as well. Unless we just get mega poked. But we could take tier 2 mid. And as long as it crashes, we're technically getting a ton of value out of this. Especially with Dragon spawning in 35. They can't really contest it right now because we have so much vision control. Evelynn totally could just try to walk at us right now. I don't think they can realistically do Baron here. I think I'm just gonna go and buy an elixir because I feel like the next fight's gonna be what decides it. And it is kind of bad to buy elixirs like this unless it's like a major team fight. Because spending 500 gold does delay your power spike on another item. Because this is putting me behind 500 G on Zanyas. We know where this Evelyn is though. We got Silver Flash from ult, so that's great. And since their jungler's dead, we can just do Baron uncontested. They can still poke us out of it, but like straight up, they don't have smite to coin flip. So as long as we stand over here, it's pretty hard for them to get poke off on us. We just need our melees to not take 9 million damage like they currently are. And I do want to build up my fear and probably just flash over the wall. We're gonna go for the Sivir in the back here. And I lead with flash just to make sure that I guarantee that it lands. And I think I'm just gonna run this guy down so we can get more pressure on mid. Because as long as I delay his recall, he can't actually do anything here. Yeah, so he's probably recalling over here, just runs all the way back to base, so I get tower for free as well. Ult in 12. And 2 death timers, so we should be able to take at least 1 inhibitor. And we have a lot of gold in our inventory right now, so we should probably reset after this. Yeah, Vayne's kind of a broken champion, though. And she just dies mid-ultimate. Yeah, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It's whatever, I guess we just have better players. Big Pog. It's a pretty good game, though. We had some really important team fights and really good roams that set ahead our Vayne as well as our Viego. The one death was just because we played really poorly on that one team fight. Alright, thanks for watching, and remember to like, subscribe. Appreciate it.